La la la. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Week 8 of the 90-day meditation challenge. La 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 la. Good morning. Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Tuesday Dharma Gathering. Welcome to the Tuesday Dharma Gathering. Got to ring the gong. Welcome to the Tuesday Dharma Gathering. We are here and we are live on YouTube, loving it, absolutely loving it. And it's an ongoing process, ongoing 90 days of nonstop meditation, 10 minutes a day. And we're now in week number 8, which is basically 2 solid months or 60 days, we're 2/3 of the way there. If you've been trying this, if you've been sitting, giving it a try for 10 minutes a day for 90 days, over the last 60 days, you should feel something, God damn it. You should feel something. Maybe more anxiety filled than you were. That's something. Feeling a sense of, I don't know what. What the hell am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why does it? And then some people will feel a deep relaxation, a deep connection to what they're doing. Now, 10 minutes is the introduction, of course. The Buddha talked about, mindfulness mindfulness in sitting, standing, walking, and lying down. He talked about being mindful in all of your life. Not just when you're sitting there meditating or formally meditating. So we'll do that. Be grateful that you're here, that you made it, and that you're hearing this. It's through experience that one finds a spiritual path. I hate that word, spiritual, but for lack of a better term, the awakened state, the open pattern of mind, right? As opposed to the closed pattern of mind of thinking all the time. Now these guys write, guys like Thich Nhat Hanh and Chong Yam Trungpa. Are these guys right, or they're just theologians? People talking about some kind of theory about how you can control your bodily functions and your levels of joy through meditation. You can't possibly do that yourself, can you? Well, you can do it yourself, and these guys prove it over and over again. Even Uncle Fester, Ajahn Sona, whose videos I've played before on the program. Not only is it possible, but guys like Ajahn Sona give you a detailed description exactly how, when, where, and why it happens. So it is. This is not a theory. Meditation is not a theory. It's an ongoing practice, and we're going to do that for 5 minutes. We're going to practice together, so you know what the meditation is. No politics tonight. Politics are every morning at 9 a.m. right here on YouTube. But Tuesday is where we let down our hair. We let down our hair and we try to relax, enjoy, and breathe. Not exactly in that order, but breathe, relax, and enjoy. And that's what I'm going to. That's what I want to talk about. Mikhail Sly, what's up, my brother? Weevil Girl in the house. Chris Milk in the house. Vinny DiMartini. Vinny DiMartini is here as well. What's up, Mikhail? Mikhail Sly says, if the Buddha figured it out and he was a real person, must have existed before him. Yeah, no doubt. Kind of like the chicken and the egg. Obviously, the egg came first. Good point. Good point. I don't think that the Buddha had an exclusive on meditation. There were all different types of meditation at the time. I, of course, was not there. Neither was anybody else living, being there. But according to whatever was written down, meditation was certainly available. It was the types of meditation. The idea of a mindfulness meditation as an absolute practice, as a way of relieving suffering, appears to have surfaced, at or around the years 2000. Between the years of 600 and 400 BC. It was about 2,600 years ago. What kind of meditation? What were they meditating on? What were they thinking about? Who knows? Nobody knows. But nonetheless, we take it as fact. We take it as real, and we really try it, and we find out that it really works. Right? That's the whole shit. I think. So, Chris Milk says stoicism and discipline. Discipline. Discipline to what, though? A lot of people think when you come into a Buddhist setting or a mindfulness setting or a meditation setting that someone is requiring you to be very disciplined and you will be a good student, so something like that. But really, in a Buddhist sense, the discipline is not to guru or tradition. It's to the simple discipline, self-discipline of breathing in and out. I am aware of breathing. That was my exhale, by the way, the burp. I'm breathing in, I'm aware. Breathing out, I'm aware. And then I follow it all the way. No gaps. That's it. I become aware of my breathing. In breath, out breath, whatever. I'm aware. I'm breathing, and then out, right? and then relax, and then enjoy. That's the video I have queued up tonight by Thich Nhat Hanh talking about the 8 exercises of mindful breathing, because that's really all there is. Right? And they're not something. What's interesting about the present moment is that it's not something you do. First, I'm going to do this, then I'll do that, and then I'll stop doing what I was doing, and then I'll do something again, another something. It's cumulative. You notice that you're breathing, and then you follow it. All in the same. It's still happening in the same moment. You're aware of it, and you're following it. And then you're bringing your attention to the body, right? That's kind of the. I'll explain that in a second. We'll do that. We'll do that together. So thank you all for joining me. And if you want to contribute to this program, if you are sincere about taking the 90-day meditation challenge, think about a small donation, anywhere from $1 to $1 million to this broadcast. You can Zelle it to me at shorthappylife@gmail.com. If you're sitting on a lot of cash, if you're a rich guy and you hit it big and you got out of the bank crash before it crashed with all your loot, think about sending make some sort of contribution that matters to you. Right? You sending $1 is not going to change anything in your mind. That's kind of like it's like coffee money. I'm talking about make a commitment to something. It's ancient. It's dana, generosity, a practice in generosity, and not to me. I filter it out. I give it back. You give it to me. I broadcast it for you. So that's how you can contribute to the effort, your effort, and this program. So. I want to talk about these 3 things: breathe, relax, and enjoy. breathe. This is a summary of the eight mindfulness exercises. I summarized it for you. But the first one is breathe. Notice that you're breathing, and then you follow the breath. The second one is bring your attention to the body while you're breathing, and then relax the body. And the third, or the fifth and sixth exercises are creating a sense of joy and a sense of happiness, which are really interchangeable. So we breathe and we relax and enjoy. Right? So I asked the AI, because a lot of people don't know, like, what is joy? What is happiness? Some people don't know what it is anymore. As you get older, you're told you're not allowed to have fun. You're working and you're having a good old time on the job, and somebody comes along and says, hey, man, you better be serious about your job, or you're not going to be here, man. You look like you're having too much fun. Have fun in your work. Work and have fun. No fun on the job. We're not paying you to have fun. So people have historically lost their ability to have fun and be happy. What is happy? Happiness. So let's ask the machine what it means. Because humans forgot what it is, so we got to ask the machine. Joy and happiness are both positive emotions that are often used interchangeably, but they have some subtle differences. Do they? Hold on a second. How we doing? We're live. We are live. It's good to understand what it is you're trying to do. So both joy and happiness are positive emotions that are associated with pleasure and well-being. They both lead to a sense of contentment and satisfaction. They can both be experienced in response to positive events or circumstances, such as achieving a goal, spending time with loved ones, or engaging in a favorite activity. It's also something that you can do without achieving a goal, without spending time with loved ones, and without engaging your favorite activity. Unless you call breathing your favorite activity, or perhaps walking as your favorite activity. But the point of the thing I wanted to point out is that when you hear joy in Buddhist circles, joy and or happiness, they're loosely interchangeable. Joy tends to be more about contentment. I guess, I don't know. Who fucking knows, right? Joy is often described as a more intense spiritual or transcendent emotion. Whatever. Happiness and joy. Can you do it? Can you, on the spot, generate a feeling of joy and a feeling of happiness? Can you stop at any moment, right now, for example? Can you, on the spot, generate a feeling of joy and or a feeling of happiness? Most people have no idea what you're talking about. If you sit quietly, how am I going to? Oh yeah, I'll go outside and I'll do something special, and I'll be happy about it for a minute, and then that happiness will fade, and then I'll have to find something new to be happy about. Right? Or you could experiment, explore, and come to understand that there's nothing necessary other than breathing in and out. And I know that might sound boring. Some people say, yeah, fucking sit around breathing in and out. What kind of freak are you, man? You just sitting there breathing? What kind of shit is that, man? You're crazy, man. You better find something to do. You better turn on a TV or something. You're just sitting there doing nothing? How fucking ridiculous are you, man? That's how people think. They don't know what it is. They don't know what you're doing. They don't know. They don't understand it and refuse to give it a try, for whatever reason. Could be religious reasons. Could be psychological reasons, psychological blocks, trauma. Confusion, confused world. Keeps you. Joy, Jesus, others, yourself. No doubt, no doubt. Jesus is definitely in there if you'd like him to be. You can insert Jesus into any of this, by the way. If you are mindful and you want to generate a sense of joy, and then if Jesus is the way to it, then you do that. There's no right or wrong way about that. The only thing is, are you actually creating this feeling of joy and happiness? And once you do, when you tell somebody, man, I feel so good. I was just breathing and I feel so happy, and someone will try to take that away from you. Yeah, oh yeah, you're sitting there breathing on my time, on my clock. Shouldn't you be doing something else? That's what mind says when you're meditating. You're supposed to be doing something else. Why are you just sitting here doing nothing? That's what other people tell you, in a sense, especially in work situations or just in life. Hey man, you're moving too slow on that line. Can you fucking move a little quicker, man? Why are you moving so slow? I don't know, you're driving and someone, it's crazy. People are fucking nuts, right? So that's my summarize. Breathe, relax, enjoy. And Thich Nhat Hanh is going to tell us more about those 8 mindfulness training exercises. And they basically, the first 2 encompass breathing, the second 2 encompass relaxation, and the remainder involves dealing with emotions of joy and happiness. So we'll look at that. So let's try this for 5 minutes. We're going to sit. And as I said, you take a comfortable seat and you relax into it. You notice that you're breathing, as I said earlier. I'm breathing. Wow, I noticed it. I've been doing it the whole time, but now I noticed it now that you mention it. Whatever it is, in or out breath. Ooh, I notice I'm breathing. Now I'm going to follow it. Breathing in and out. My eyes are open. Open your eyes tonight. Open your eyes. Close your camera and open your eyes. Let your eyes be open. Open your goddamn eyes. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid to open your eyes when you meditate? So eyes are open tonight. There's nothing to distract you. I got to put my glasses on so I can see. But I don't wear my glasses when I sit on my own. I just do it now because I'm looking at stuff, I'm trying to make the program happen, So so eyes are open, comfortable seat. Keep your back off the chair. Back off the chair so that you don't doze off. You want to basically be balanced. If you're sitting on the floor, legs crossed, same deal. I'm not a fan of that anymore. I guess as you get older, your knees get weaker, and it's unnecessary. You don't need to sit cross-legged. Sit on a chair and maybe put a pillow under your feet so your feet don't, hurt from direct contact with the hard floor. Or if you're outside on grass, it wouldn't matter really. But comfortable seat, and you're aware that you're breathing in and out. Eyes are open. Nothing to be distracted about. I'm breathing in and breathing out. And I follow the whole length of the breath with no interruption, no pause, all of it. Still seeing, eyes are still seeing, ears still hear, body feels, but I follow the whole breath, all the way in and out. And when I'm doing that, as I breathe in, I bring my attention to the body. I'm still breathing, aware of breath and aware of body. I bring the body into it. I don't drop the breathing to be aware of the body. I just add it. Breathing in, I'm aware of my body. Breathing out, I'm aware of my body. Breathing in, I'm aware of my body. And breathing out, I relax my body. Breathing in, aware of my body. Breathing out, I relax my body. Aware of breathing and relaxation in the body. Wherever there's tension in the body, you do a body scan. You scan around. Maybe it's your back. Maybe it's your head. Maybe it's your everything. Maybe it's your fear of death. I feel something in my chest. I think I'm going to die. You might even think that at some point. I think this might be my last breath. I better make it a good one. And you're out. You breathe out. You relax. You relax everything. Your arms, your legs. You just... You don't want to do that. You don't want to fall asleep. You can have fun when you're doing this. There's no rule about not having fun, goddammit. This is supposed to be for you, man, so you feel good about your goddamn self. But you don't force the breath. Don't force it. Just notice it. Notice you're breathing in and out, and you relax that body. And then you try the obscene, the unbelievable. You enjoy it. You generate a feeling of joy and a feeling of happiness. Breathing in, I smile and I feel joy. Breathing out, joy and happiness. I hope nobody catches me being happy. I know I'm not allowed to be happy anymore. Humanity has turned away from joy and happiness. But I'm going to do it anyway. Right? You cheat. You cheat in life. You take a minute to be joyful and happy. Beautiful, right? Wonderful air. Beautiful, beautiful feeling of joy and happiness. Eyes open. Right? Nothing else to do. There's nothing to do. Thinking, fuck you. I'm not thinking right now. I'm going to think later. I'm busy enjoying myself. Fascinated by the in and out breath. Fuck you thinking. I'll think later. Planning. But I have to stop and think about this thing. What that person said to me today. How dare them have said that to me? I'm very important, goddammit. Breathing in, I'm aware of my breathing. Breathing out, I relax. Breathing in and breathing out, I enjoy my breath. Fascinated. I look up at the clouds. I see the stars. I see the sky. We're sitting quietly. I'm fascinated by my breath. So that's what it is, and Thich Nhat Hanh will tell us more about that. So let's try the meditation for. So I'll turn the audio. There it is. Turn that off. And let's try this for 5 minutes. 5 minutes again. That's it. We click the time. You take your comfortable seat, and you do what I just told you to do. Bring your attention to the breath, and relax. Breathing, relaxing, and enjoying. Good luck. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Yes, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the stream. Wow, you made it. Congratulations, congratulations. Give yourself a round of applause. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. If you could do that for 5 minutes, you can do it for the rest of your life. All right, so how was the show? How was the 5 minute show? Did you get a good plan in there? What you're witnessing in that 5 minutes is all of your cumulative karma, all the way back to the Stone Age. It goes all the way back to stardust. Everything your ancestors did, all your memories come back from, your instincts. We don't have memories of past lives, but certainly instinct. Nicholas, thank you for your comments in the chat. Talks about falling asleep, nodding off, smoking weed while you meditate. The idea of falling asleep is that there's a difference between relaxation and sleeping. When you're relaxing in an upright position, it's different than sleep. If you're falling asleep all the time, open your eyes. That's one of the number one tricks that are that has been passed down is open your eyes, raise your gaze, as they say. You raise your gaze, even if there's nothing happening in the room. You raise your gaze, right? And get enough sleep. God damn it! If you're falling asleep, you might be tired. Sometimes you just need to sleep. So anyway, so thank you for being here, and so let's do a talk by. I gave you my amateur. Am I an amateur at this? I don't know. But so we look to the Buddhist monks, the guys with the bald heads that have been doing this in a monastery since they're little kids, and then then it's official. So let's let Thich Nhat Hanh, the great Zen master from Vietnam originally, tell us about the 8 mindfulness exercises as taught by the Buddha 2,600 years ago. I'll jump in a little bit here and there. I'll comment. Comment a little here and there.
There is a text called Mindfulness of Breathing, and in which the Buddha proposed 16 exercises on mindful breathing. It's very practical, and everyone can do. Not complicated, and you can already notice the effect of the practice after 1 or 2 hours. The first exercise is so simple.
He said after 1 or 2 hours. Did you hear what the old man said? You could feel the effects after 1 or 2 hours. So if you meditate every day, you'll look, longer sits are part of it, right? But the object is to get to the point where you're not actually formally sitting anymore. You're mindful in all of your affairs. But the old man just told us within an hour or so, you begin to feel the effect, the real tangible effect of what you're doing. Which is true.
To be aware of your in-breath and out-breath. This is what we practiced this morning. Breathing in, I know this is an in-breath. To identify the in-breath as in-breath, and to identify the out-breath as an out-breath. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. This is so simple. And yet the effect can be great. Aware of in-breath and out-breath.
So aware of breathing. That's breathe. Just sum it up. Breathe. I'm aware I'm breathing.
As you breathe in, you pay attention to your in-breath only.
Okay.
Your in-breath becomes the only object of your mind.
For a second, yeah. I'm breathing
And if
in
you are
or breathing out.
truly focused, mindful on your in-breath, you release everything else. You release the past, you release the future, your projects, your fear, your anger. Because the mind has only one object at a time. And the object of the mind now is the in-breath. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in.
So simple.
So you focus your mind on your in-breath and you release everything else and you become free. There is regret.
Remember, if you're doing this, if you're breathing in and out and you're mindful and you're creating a sense of joy, you're not thinking anymore. The thinking stops. I'll say it again. The thinking stops. Through experience, it stops.
Concerning the past, sorrow concerning the past. There is a fear and uncertainty concerning the future. All of that you release in just 1 or 2 seconds because you are focusing all your mind into your in-breath. So breathing in mindfully set you free. You have freedom. And if you are to make a decision, it's better that you have enough freedom to make it. You are not under the influence of anger, fear, and your decision is much better than if you are not free. So just breathing in make you free. And it is pleasant also. It's pleasant to breathe in.
You said it's pleasant to breathe in. Right? It's funny, right? It's almost funny to say that. I enjoy myself breathing in and out. When you try it, you realize what it is. I'm eating figs, by the way, figs.
So the exercise is so simple, but the effect can be great.
Simple to do, and the
second
the outcome can be great.
exercise is to follow your in-breath all the way through and to follow your out-breath all the way through.
So one is be aware of the breathing and then follow it. That's precisely what I told you in breathe. Right? Aware and then follow it.
And you may enjoy these 2 exercises at any time and anywhere. Breathing in, I follow my in-breath from the beginning to the end. Suppose this marker represents my in-breath. It begins here. And this finger is my mind. I'm breathing in, I follow my in-breath all the way through. There is no interruption at all.
No
Not
interruption.
a millisecond of interruption.
No interruption.
So during the time you breathe in mindfully, you cultivate concentration. You are not only mindful of your in-breath, but you concentrate on your in-breath. The energy of mindfulness carries within herself the energy of concentration. And it is also pleasant because to be mindful and to concentrate on your in-breath can be very pleasant. You don't have to suffer. In fact, you can feel wonderful just breathing in, especially when the air is fresh and if the nose is free.
It almost sounds sarcastic to say that to somebody. All you need to do is stop, shut your mouth and breathe. Right? If you told somebody that, breathe, to be content, all you have to do is breathe in and out. You're thinking about all kinds of garbage. That's why you're not happy. You don't say that. Just say breathe.
So the second exercise is to follow
Follow.
your in-breath and your out-breath all the way through. And we know that we can do these two exercises anytime we like. The third exercise is to be aware of your body.
I have a body. What do you know? I am aware of my body.
Breathing in, I'm aware of my body.
Yeah?
You
Still
bring your
breathing.
mind home to your body. And your mind becomes an embodied mind. They will help you to be established in the here and the now. You are fully present, you are fully alive. And you can live that moment of your daily life more deeply if body and mind are together. The oneness of body and mind is what you realize with the third exercise.
There's actually no difference there is no separation between mind and body. If the mind and body are separate, where does mind begin and where does mind end? Where is the line between mind and body? You couldn't find it. You won't find it. And then add the third one. Where is spirit? Oh, I'm spiritually, mentally, and physically fit. No, it's all the same. You're either present or you're not. Right? There's no separation. Oh yeah, it's my mind or my body or my spirit. They're not. They're all there. They're somewhere in the body, somewhere between inside of the skin. I guess I don't know.
When you spend 2 hours with your computer, you forget entirely that you have a body. You are not truly alive in that moment. You are truly alive only when the mind is with the body. You are fully in the here and the now, and you touch the wonders of life in you and around you. Many of our brothers and sisters in Bangladesh, they program a bell mindfulness in their computer. And every 15 minutes they hear the bell, they stop working, they go back and enjoy their in-breath and out-breath, smile and enjoy their body, and release the tension in the body. And that is what the Buddha recommended 2,600 years ago. That's the fourth exercise. Breathing in, I calm my body. I release the tension
In my body. So
in my body.
3 and 4 are relaxed. I have a body.
When you come back to your body, you may notice that there is a lot of tension in your body.
Mm-hmm.
And then you may like to do something in order to help your body to have more peace, to suffer less. And with your out-breath, you allow the tension to be released. And that is the first 4 exercises of mindful breathing recommended by the Buddha, so that we can take good care of our body.
And now,
And with the 5th exercise, we go to the realm of the feeling.
feelings. The realm of feelings. Number 5 is a
The
feeling
5th
of,
exercise is to generate a feeling of joy.
a feeling of
Generating joy.
Joy. Oh, joy. I remember I remember the sense of joy. We looked it up. Now we know what it is.
A good practitioner knows how to generate a feeling of joy because she knows that mindfulness allowed her to recognize all the happy conditions of happiness that are already available.
Mm-hmm.
We can remind ourselves and we can remind our beloved one that you are very lucky. We can be happy right here and right now. You don't have to go to run into the future to look for happiness.
Did you hear what he said? You don't have to run into the future to be happy. You don't have to do something now and then I'll be happy later. You can choose it in the moment. That's what he's saying. I think that's rather profound. Yeah.
There is a teaching given by the Buddha. It is the teaching of living happily in the present moment. Life is available only in the present moment. And if you go back to the present moment, you will notice that there are so many conditions of happiness already available, and that is why joy and happiness can be born right away. The expression living happily in the present moment was found in a sutra five times. The Buddha was teaching Anattapinika, a businessman in the city of Shravasti. That day, Anattapinika, the businessman, came with many hundreds of businessmen to visit the Buddha. And the Buddha gave them the teaching. Gentlemen, he said, you can be happy right here and right now. You don't have to run to the future. You don't have to look for success in the future in order to be happy. I think the Buddha knew very well that businessmen, they think a little bit too much about the future, their success. And that is why the expression living deeply, living happily in the present moment was used by the Buddha 5 times in the same sutra, the same scripture. Drishta Dharma Sukha Vihara.
And number 6.
Vihara means to dwell, to live. Sukha means happily. And Drishta Dharma is the present moment. Hiện Pháp lạc trú. So a good practitioner does not look for happiness in the future.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to go home to the present moment and recognize all the conditions of happiness that are available and make joy and happiness available right away. And she does that for herself and she does that for the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Creating happiness is an art, the art of happiness. So the 5th exercise is to generate joy, and the 6th is to generate happiness.
So there you go. So 1 and 2 is breathe, 3 and 4 is relax, and 5 and 6, enjoy.
And the 7th is
dealing with emotions.
To be aware of a painful feeling.
Painful.
Or emotion.
So I'll kill it right there, right? So there you go. I mean, that's all of it. The great Thich Nhat Hanh giving us the translation from the scripture, the mighty scripture, going all the way back to the Buddha. I'm going to open up the chat if anybody wants to come on in. It's Tuesday. It's the Dharma gathering. Come on in. It's your meeting. It's your show. I'll be in the space capsule, and I'm going to join right now. I'm going to join. Oh, there I am. I'm in my fish. I'm in my submarine. So if you want to come into the discussion, you hit on the Google Meet link in the chat over there on the side, the other side, whichever way I'm pointing. And you click on it and then shut off your YouTube volume, and you're in the room. You're in the room with whoever else is in the room. Right now, it's just me. It's just you and I. So I'll wait. I'm a few like a half a minute in your future. Well, hey, it's Jim Gerard. Jim Gerard is in here. I admit. I have the power to admit. What's up, Jim? How are you, Jim?
How's it going, Marcus?
All right, doing good, man. How are you?
Not too bad. Been better, but feeling a little under the weather today. So
Right. Yeah, man. It's physical. You know, when I feel like that, I go out the door. Today, I was out the door. I was walking and I was doing this meditation, just walking meditation, and I always feel better when I do it. It's just I don't know how to explain it, but you do it, So what else is going on, Jim?
oh, very good.
So you're an electrician. That's fascinating, man. That's just it's a fascinating subject. That's the one thing I like to do in my house is to fix electrical stuff. Like it's it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Just shot.
Right. Just don't get zapped. And Weevil Girl's in her space capsule as well.
There she is.
What's up, Weevil Girl? How are you, man?
Hey, hi guys. Hey Jim. Hey Marcus.
All right.
Weevil Girl.
Good. Yeah.
Doing good.
I'm doing good. Yeah. The snow is melting and life is good. The sun's kind of coming out. We can be outside a little more.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get too used to it. I saw the weather forecast. It's not looking good for us for the next couple weeks.
Yeah. Why? Why do you gotta say that? No.
It's the end. It's letting go. It's Mother Nature letting go. Right behind that is the nice weather. I feel it. Vinny D. Martini. Vinny in the house. What's up, Vinny?
Yay.
What's up, Vinny?
All right, Benny.
Vinny is amongst the living.
Wounded guy decided to come on for a minute. And I'll tell you what, nothing adds more to other pains and things in your body than overcorrecting from something that you're having an issue with, whether it's a foot, a leg, a shoulder, or whatever. Adds to other things. It's like a vehicle. It's called, people, your body, your vehicle, and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, I've had all these other issues that have come up. And it's already on this side. This is a mofo, man. That's no joke. But I noticed from, I had this horrible thing that developed in my arm and everything else. And it was, I attracted down just thinking about it, drifting off in sort of a meditative state of it. And I heal myself. I got to do this. And you know what? You lean all the time, Benny. When you're standing there at your bathroom, you smoke a cigarette or something, you're leaning into that. So that's what it was. And that's what it is. That's gotten better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all this
That's
other
great.
Yeah.
Well, you sure it ain't just arthritis, Vinny?
Oh well, maybe that too, because I have carpal tunnel and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the atmospheres and everything keep changing. You really notice it in a lot of this weather. Maybe other people don't, but I do. I'm knowing. Yeah, so
Yeah, the weather's.
that's good.
Enjoy
Go
the
ahead.
cold.
No, I'm not.
It's hanging on. Soon you'll be complaining it's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot.
I know.
It's too hot. Oh
I'm
no,
already
I can't be
adjusted
outside. It's
for
too
it.
hot. Yeah.
I'm already planning for it, Marcus.
Yeah.
I'm knowing. Good
I'm gonna do
Lord,
some.
man.
I'm gonna do some cold plunges this summer. I got a tub. I got an outdoor tub, and I'm gonna buy like a couple of bags of ice on like 100-degree day.
Right.
When it's, I said 100. You know when it's so hot that you just, it's like I'm not going out there. It's too hot. Those are the days you do it. You go outside, and you find a cold plunge. And you get hot. Just sit there until you feel sick in the heat from the sun, and then you get in a cold pool until you can't take it anymore. Until it's just like I'm gonna die because it's too cold. Then get out back in the sun and do it again. It's good. It's good therapy. It's like it's a poor man's way of doing it. You know, you could do it by the ocean if you have a sauna. You know, but that's
It's
another
a
way.
logical man therapy. Actually.
Yeah.
Not just poor
Well,
man.
what was that challenge called here a couple of years ago? The ice bucket challenge? Or,
Yeah.
I mean, not a couple of years ago. It was probably longer, 5-6
I
years
remember
ago.
that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They do it in
Yeah.
Coney Island. They have the polar bears. Every December, they jump into the Coney Island, into the ocean. My only
Yeah,
objection to that is I would do it, but there's nowhere to get warm. I mean, you jump in, it's freezing out. It's fucking cold out. And you're jumping into the ocean, you get out, and what do you do? Shiver until you go home? That's not therapeutic.
Yeah. Weevil Babe's got a nice fan going on her. Jesse, brother.
What's
Weevil,
up, Jess?
you look very pretty tonight with your hair
Thanks,
blown up.
Benny.
I just wanted to tell you that. I think it's very nice. You do.
Hey,
Really,
Jess.
very cute. Very cute.
What's up,
really
Jess?
relaxed, very-
We have
This is Jesse Davis.
What's up, Jess?
Jesse.
What's up, Marcus?
What's up, Jesse Davis? How are you, man? Welcome.
Man,
Welcome to the
doing
program.
pretty good myself.
All right.
I used to enjoy your walking shows when you were in New York back when the COVID shit all started.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad to see here, man.
I don't think we've ever met, but I just lurk and listen quite a bit.
That's good. That's
So
good.
thought I'd pop up and just say hello and introduce myself.
Thanks for doing it.
He's a bro of mine, Marcus.
How are you, Vinny?
Good. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you popped up on here.
Yeah, I was sitting listening. So, how are you, Weevil Girl and Jim?
Good, Jess.
Hey.
So, I don't know where everybody's at. I'm here in northern Indiana, and our weather here is now in the 50s and pushing 60, and we don't have any snow anymore. So that's a good thing, but still trying to get rid of these nasty winter colds, you know.
Yeah.
Man, they just keep coming, you know.
Right. Yeah. So, sorry about the background noise. That's Pavan over there playing Fortnite.
Indiana. What's up, man?
So, yeah. So, like I said, I tune in and listen every once in a while. I just figured I'd pop up and say hello and hope all of you are doing well.
Yeah, those were the days, you know, back in New York, running around. I feel free when I'm outside with the camera, you know, in a city.
Right.
You know,
right.
but this where I am now in Northeast Pennsylvania, it's not really something that I would. Maybe in nature, I might start it as the weather breaks. Do a little more walkings But live streaming in the woods is not going to happen. It doesn't, unless you got a good hotspot. It ain't going to work.
Right.
You could do it in Manhattan.
I figured I'd pop in and say hello and kind of a little change up from the normal YouTube drama people that I've dealt with, that I've had to deal with for 5.5 years. So,
he is a. Let me be clear on this, Marcus. Him and his wife are a total victims of Schoenberger and all of them.
Oh God, that's a name. That's
went on for a very long time. People in jail. They should be in jail for all the shit they've done.
Yeah.
So he is a survivor of all this, and it's still going on.
Yeah.
Still,
is that guy still a free person, Schoenberger? Is he still alive?
And I think,
and it's crazy. I mean,
are you taking Denise to court? Denise is going to court, isn't she?
Yeah, she's probably going to get taken to court by more than just myself. Her day's coming.
Yeah,
and I think Schoenberger's days are coming too.
Didn't Schoenberger have a problem with the guy in Florida, the Jewish dude? What's his name? The guy.
Right.
He did.
He recently.
What was his name? What was his name again? I forgot his name.
Gabe Hoffman.
Gabe.
Yeah. So Gabe took him to court in Florida, and basically Gabe could have had him by the short hairs, and the judge basically said, "Hey, look, you have to take this up in the Utah courts because Florida really didn't have any long arm of the law reach to enforce anything." So I don't know if Gabe just decided that.
They're bad. There's a lot of bad people who feed on that kind of, that kind of craziness. I'm gonna come after you, motherfucker. The guy you're talking about, the guy you're talking about is one of the worst of the worst. He's just like, scum. But he's not the only one. There's a lot of them, and they feed on that sort of thing. The more they upset you, the more they get a thrill, And
they get aggravated because you see people like me. I don't let them upset me.
Yeah,
I just react to their stupidity, and I have fun with it. And I look at it like this: one of these days, their days will be here. My wife had a horrendous breakdown in 2017 because of all of this, and it was mainly due to Schoenberger and a lady by the name of Lisa Clapier that went by Pista Sophia, and she was Snow White on Twitter. And they dragged my wife down some deep fucking rabbit holes, and she had a very bad mental breakdown, and we've been able to pull her out of that and basically deprogram her from the garbage they had put in her head. And it's been an interesting 5.5 years.
Real stories, though.
Yeah,
that jerk off made like 50 videos with me in it. That Schoenberger jerk off. At least I got a file of about 50 of them. And this guy he's a psychopath, and he's not the only one. There's his RV buddy, fucking Webb's brother. They're all they're crazy people. They're just they're lunatics and can benefit from stopping what they're doing. Right? But
I have well over a terabyte of files, as Vinny knows, and I kept track of every one of Schoenberger's sock YouTube accounts, and I collected pretty much every video that fool ever put out, and it was ridiculous.
The degree to which the energy that they put into being jerk-offs is unprecedented. Absolutely. I will be the biggest jerk-off ever, and keep being a jerk off. And you ask yourself, why are they doing it? What's the benefit to it? It certainly doesn't, it doesn't advance any ball. It just makes them look bad, and everybody sees it.
Yeah.
Everybody sees how ugly they are, how stupid they are, and then other people, pile on, and then you're in this ridiculous rabbit hole talking about psychopath, schizophrenic type, behavior. That was my take on it.
Narcissists.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I do think days are numbered for some of them. Two of the ladies who sued Thomas in court and got judgments against him, he's ignored all the court orders, not paid any restitution, and I believe both of them are planning to take him back to court on a criminal level for contempt of court now. So that should prove to be interesting, because between those two ladies, he was basically found guilty of frauding them out of about $500,000.
Yeah.
So
how could you give that? How would you give that guy even 10 cents? I mean, it's just. I mean, it's unbelievable. How could you be so stupid to give the guy $500,000? I wouldn't trust him.
The one lady,
I wouldn't trust him with to buy coffee.
Right.
Fucking. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Well, the one lady I read the court transcripts. She's an older woman, Isabel, I believe, and Thomas convinced her that he was going to open a business for her. Oh, yeah. She had money. She wanted to invest in a business.
He's a con artist.
Thomas
right. Enter con artist. That's what he does.
Yeah, open a business for her, and she sent him like $400,000.
Holy crap!
Thomas then went to court. In the depositions, he claimed that he gambled 300,000 of that away and lost it at the casinos. And, so yeah, it's
so he's
it's crazy.
So he's profitable. He's a profitable thief.
Well,
that's what he is.
I guess until he hits the casinos.
This is who he probably has it stuffed up his ass. I mean,
Find a millionaire, Marcus. If this guy found 400,000 from Isabel,
right. Yeah, but I'm looking. That's a good point. We will go. I'm looking in all the right places, though. I'm not looking to steal anything from anybody. I'm not looking to cheat anybody.
Right.
I'm going the opposite way. I go the opposite way where. Yeah, you could say that's grifting, but it's not really. If somebody, like, for example, if a billionaire gives this program $1 million, everybody's going to know it. We're going to talk about it. It's going to change a little bit. There's going to be more meat on the bone, right? So, but the other guy, I mean, the other avenue of extorting people, trying to instill fear in them, and literally stalking them and making them the center of the universe.
Yes, knows all about that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's still going on.
Yeah.
Oh, they were throwing my name in tweets today for no reason whatsoever.
I don't even look at. Couldn't even tell you where any of those crackers are. If as far as I'm concerned, they're all dead.
There's just Thomas, and he's got about maybe a half a dozen little mindless minions. Some of them have been around for years that people might recognize the names, like Mind Inspired. She's been around since 2016 that I'm aware of, and she's still brainwashed by him. And then he's got a couple of newbies that are supposedly out of the country, but there's only a handful of them left anymore. He has no following because most people are on to all the criminal crazy shit he's been involved in over the years.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's one avenue to go down. That's one kind of friend to if you have no friend, he'll be your friend, and he'll take all. And yeah, I'll be your friend, and then I'll take all your money, and then I'll slander you, and I'll stalk your children and your wife.
And then I'll threaten you with legal teams.
Yeah, right.
And
Then
every
I'll-
agency.
I think they're called frenemies, right?
I know. Yes, they are.
Oh,
Hey, we will
I've
go.
been waiting.
If we will go, and Jim, if you don't know who we're talking about, these are some of the. You've had some experience with the trolls in the chat, but these guys
A
are
little bit.
these guys are a different level of extortion, where they
Totally different breed.
they will sense
Criminal.
like
Yeah.
the criminal extortion, where they, for example, with the woman they extorted 400 grand from. You see how what you say? Why did they do it? Why is this guy doing it? And now Jesse has told you why. Because they extort big money out of stupid people that believe that they're gonna somehow this guy's gonna help me. The guy is just Google his name and you'll find 30 instances of him ripping people off, right? Like nobody else.
Well, yeah, their newest thing is trying to revive the cicada puzzle. They're the new
That whole
the
thing
new
is
cicada group, and they have a crypto.
Fuck all that. It's stupid. The whole thing is stupid. This cicada garbage. It's stupid.
Yeah, they've
mindless
tied
crap.
a cryptocurrency, a cicada to the puzzle, and old Titus Frost, who's been around a long time, is one of the minions pushing.
That guy hates me. He hates me. I made a mockery out of him and his many. He's a bad people, man. These are.
He doesn't have any kind words for me either. I was polite. I called him Titus because normally I call him Titties Frost.
Titties lost.
Yeah. Him and Tommy Boy are still in cahoots with each other on this.
And what about Webb's brother? Is he still around? George Webb's brother, acting.
I think he's still around, but I don't see much out of them. I don't know that they're not involved in any of the Thomas shenanigans anymore.
Fascinating that the guy's still around. I thought Gabe was going to get him. I thought the rich Jew from Florida was going to take him down.
We don't know now. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was the one that could have took Thomas down most likely had he.
He had him on the ropes. He had him on the ropes.
200 million. He's got the way to do it. I mean, why didn't you just stomp him down?
Right, exactly.
See the criminal mind of the burger guy that you're talking about sees Gabe. He sees Gabe as a rich Jew who's going to fold under pressure. He'll give me something and to make me go away. I'll just stay up his ass every fucking minute forever until he gives me something. That's how this guy thinks. And he's very persistent, and the law hasn't been able to, stop him. Right? No boundaries, really.
Court orders don't stop.
No.
They have basically told him that there were court orders that he wasn't supposed to talk about people and this and that, but he just skirts his way around that, and he'll make a comment without mentioning someone's name, but you know who he's talking about. And then his little 6 mindless minions will throw the name out there.
With like 30 accounts each. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Biden works, but
yeah,
pretty much.
They got more dirty socks than the military. I mean, it's crazy.
Right. Talking about bad people tonight. That's interesting. I'll give you a round of applause. We're talking about bad people. They're out there, and the alternative is to what I found with a lot of those people is if you just ignore them, they go away. They kind of feed on that they feed on you feeding on them. Like why am I paying attention to this guy? The guy's he's a nobody, and he's just
ignoring these people though doesn't always do it. You just,
Exactly.
they just keep when you're locked in, they just keep coming. I was like, what the hell? I haven't even done anything anywhere except
Right.
Marcus chat, and now I'm blessed. I'm on Twitter. I'm with Jesse. There's all kinds of shit. Cops are coming to my house. I mean, it's just fucking crazy shit.
Oh man, I've been waiting for the IRS and the FBI and
Oh,
this big RICO suit that I'm supposedly involved in for 5.5 years now, and I've never ever spoke to an investigator. It's amazing.
It's so stupid. Everybody's involved in a big criminal conspiracy against a functioning retard that steals money from old ladies. That's what he's saying when you think about it. I'm gonna get you,
exactly.
you motherfucker. You stalked my kid, and now I'm gonna bring you up on RICO fucking charges, even if I don't even know what it means, motherfucker.
Right.
And that's how he talks.
He stole his son's money, his college money. I mean, that's what kind of doing that, man.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, you know.
I like when he makes his psycho videos. Let him make some more. Let him go back to making psychopath videos on YouTube. Those were fun. Hey, look at this fucking guy. He's psychopath. He's talking about like. You enjoy ripping on this guy, right? So he got under a lot of people's skin.
Yeah, my wife actually, once she was able to come back to reality, let's just say, she started a cartoon series called The Burgers, which is
they're pretty funny, Marcus.
Some pretty funny stuff.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. So, but anyway, I'm gonna pop off, man. I just want to come up and say hi. I'd never met you. I just kind of lurk around in your streams listening, and I saw
I'm a good guy.
I
mean, back in that time, people thought I was some sort of crazy LARPer, but I minded my own business, and it started from Goodman, Jason Goodman.
Right.
The brief pink umbrella.
Yeah, my brief engagement with him and George Webb, and then all the freaks, saw me as someone associated with them in a nefarious way, which was fiction. It was all fiction,
Right. Yeah, I remember watching a lot of that crap go down too. I remember the umbrella and all that crazy shit.
I tried to turn it into comedy. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I tried to put a funny face on it and show just how fucking crazy they are. Right. George Webb driving over the Verrazano Bridge, stalking.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, man. They were crazy people.
Well, wasn't it you that was down there by the harbor when the Navy hospital ship was leaving or whatever?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
And
it was docked out there. It was just like
I had an altercation with some guy over the mask at that time.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a total freak. That guy just freaked out.
The security guards at the hospitals and shit. That was some crazy
white cracker ass. I mean, I think that's still ongoing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is. It is. I still have a case with the Brooklyn Hospital Center.
Right.
That's alive. That's sometimes they take a few years to fruition.
Yeah.
Right.
But I got him. That's real. I mean, this is not a fake lawsuit. This is real. Department of New York State Division of Human Rights, probable cause discrimination.
Right. And he was just talking to me on the thing. Hey, Vinny, how's my? Yeah, everything's good. We're good. And then he went up there and it happened.
I remember that. Well, like I said, I've been lurking for a while. I just haven't. I don't participate in a lot of the chats and stuff because then I get attacked by idiots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Going someplace, all of a sudden you're on Twitter.
Well, now that we've talked about them, maybe now that their names have been mentioned, they'll probably try to strike the channel. Oh, they're talking about me. They'll send 20 emails to YouTube. Oh, these guys, they're stalking me. See, they're talking about me. No,
exactly.
You're being talked about because you're a fucking criminal, and people need to be told about you and what you're about,
right,
and who you are. Right? That's why people are talking about you.
It's a done data. It's a done data, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows?
All right.
So,
well, thanks for joining us.
I'm going to
Jesse.
sneak out and let y'all finish your show. I just thought I'd pop in and say hello and
hey, right on, Jesse.
Thank you,
introduce myself. I've been watching you for a while, so
anytime,
all of
Jesse,
you
come
have
on down, man.
Have
Come
a
on
good
down.
night or good morning wherever you're located at.
Right.
But
Thanks for
I'm
the
going to sign
update.
out for now.
Jesse could be our LARPer updater. Our LARPer updater. You come in, you give us 5 minutes of LARP news.
Just ask me about you and so forth, and so I do know this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I know him.
Right.
Yeah, Vinny's been up on my panel a couple of times in the past.
So, we can message each other and all that kind of stuff. We know each other.
Yeah, well, invite me on there, Jesse. I'll come on your panel. I'll hang out on your panel. No problem, man. Hey, man, I'll be on the panel.
All right,
See,
man.
we get Marcus on your panel.
Yeah. As long as it's not too late at night.
Yeah. No, I don't know what time frame you're on. It's 8:25 here now.
Yeah, same time. We're in the same time frame.
Yeah, so usually when I go live, it's usually around 7 p.m.
Oh, that's good.
And
that works.
So yes, one of these times, if you want to jump up on there for a little while, that'd be great. And,
sure.
That would be awesome, Jesse.
Yeah.
And Marcus, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
There was two
Just I put my email in there in the chat. That's the best way to get in touch with me. Just drop an email and say when and where.
Okay, will do, man.
Peace, Jesse.
I appreciate it. Good meeting. Bye-bye.
You too.
All right. What's up, brother?
Thanks, Jess.
Yeah, man. Give Jesse a round of applause. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that the
he knows a lot of legal, and he's involved in a lot of stuff, and he's very involved in community and stuff. This isn't just some dude. This guy's really smart. He's established. I'm telling you, this is a guy that this is a really good guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's been through and his family is still going through it. Mm-hmm. Anybody that we're all still going through it. All these years later, Marcus.
Yeah.
So I know Marcus doesn't like to talk about the LARP and shit. And he's like, hey, I'll go on there and talk about this because there is an issue here.
Yeah, no, I know. I know Vinny, they're creepy, bad people that that's all they are. That's all they are. They're just the worst kind of people. And when you engage with them, I engage with them because this is what I do. This is what I do.
Right.
My goal used to be to expose creeps like that, to go after them and show people what they were. That was my position in it, and it never changed. I won that argument, arguably. I won that argument, and they are exactly what I said they were, which is stalkers, extortionists.
Well, who knows? We're being typed up for Twitter right now. We have no clue.
But how would you even know? I wouldn't even know if that was on Twitter. If somebody I would not even know.
For legal reasons, others are monitoring all this and they're collecting everything. And Jesse's one of them.
The NSA is collecting everything.
Well, we know that.
It's a frivolous collection, Vinny. You can accumulate all the garbage you want about guys like that, and it's not going to stop him. He's feeding on that. he's feeding on the fact that you're afraid of him, and then he keeps going and he keeps going and he keeps going, and he keeps you up at night, and then one day he says you'll get an email says give me $10,000 and I'll go away, and there's the extortion. Right? And I'm sure it works.
That's what he
does.
That's what it is.
It's about the money. Don't bring people like that into your life.
They are terrible with money because someone has said, like, are you serious? And you're out of money? You're out of money. You got $400,000 here. You got another, and then all this other shit.
He's not out of money. He's not out of money. He stole $400,000 from a woman and claims he lost it at a casino. That's common. That's a common way to say you got rid of money or you lost money. I lost it at the casino.
Yeah. You're washing
wait,
money.
what happened to the money? I lost it at the casino. That's
right.
Another line of bullshit. An obvious line of bullshit. But anyway, man. So we've given them way too much time, man. So anything else?
I know we have. I know.
Hey Jim, how you doing over there? You digging all this?
Everybody, take your mind out of here. I know I need to because I gotta just really lay back and no, Benny, no hauling the vacuum cleaner up and down the goddamn stairs and all that fucking shit. You need to lay back, you fucking dumb fuck. Stop. You need to settle down. I feel a little bit better now. I'm gonna haul this son of a bitch up here. I'm gonna, that's the kind of shit I'm doing, son.
You should be doing that.
I gotta lay back. Hey, drink the wine, hit the fucking shit, and fucking lay back. Put the fucking Band-Aid. It's basically a Band-Aid for a major problem, which is a hernia truss. And just lay back, man. You need to kick back, bro. You need to kick back. Hey, that's where the meditation. I just drift off and think about the body parts and all this kind of stuff. And it is powerful. And the powers of the mind, which is what this is kind of pretty much about, in my opinion. This show is what it all comes down to, is the powers of the mind. And, to take yourself to that projection, whether you call it astral projection or whatever it is, it's a meditative state. It's a zone you're going to get in. It's something. It's
a balance. It's coming into balance.
Right.
Everything lines up, and suddenly you're not worried about what some jerk off on Twitter is saying about you. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't have any value. It doesn't have anything to offer. So you ignore it. You just let it go,
Right. And
it's like all those thoughts in our mind.
Exactly. If they show up here, you squelch them out and you don't let them in. That's it. There's no second chance with people like that. They're not human enough to engage with regular people, right? And just a heads up, Jim and Weevil Girl. These are professional creeps that will stalk you, start talking. They'll pop up in your email. They'll call you on the phone. These are fucking sick people. Right? From experience, they're sick, and you try to let people know that what they're doing, and every once in a while, someone like Jesse will come on and tell you what they're doing. $400,000 stolen from some poor lady that thought she was going into business with some crazy guy.
Yeah,
that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
People being victimized.
That doesn't surprise me that he was able to do that. It doesn't surprise me.
That's sad.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Because they target the elderly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, if it sounds like a shortcut and the deal's way too good to be true, it's probably a ripoff. Come on.
Yeah,
people.
it's just that. Way too good to be true.
I think
come in
ripped
to
off.
rescue you from all your problems.
I think that guy even ripped off. Didn't he rip off DeFango for a couple of dollars? He took like 10 grand from DeFango or something. DeFango, he owed money to DeFango for work done, and he never got it.
Just like Alice through the looking glass, nothing real is true.
Right.
You know, I never know.
It's a good quote.
All right, man. So what else, man? What else? Let's kill it here. We're over an hour and a half. Thank you all. We took it down. We took it down a dark.
I'm glad I came on. Jesse came on.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. And you met. You can go on his, and that would be great.
Yeah.
Because this guy holds a lot of cards in this thing to take these fuckers down. Mm-hmm. He does.
Yeah, in my book, they're as far down as they could go. There isn't much more bottom.
They are. They're scumbags.
Mm-hmm.
They're scumbags. But to get some policing.
What happened to one last question? What happened to Larpo? What happened to Mr. Larpo? The
I don't know.
Lipo Larpo.
I heard he was dead.
Dead.
I heard he was deceased. And then I don't know. We're checking into it.
Check into it. Find out if he's dead. Daniel Cromer. See if he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. If he's dead, then look at the burger guy. He probably killed him. Or had him killed.
I'm telling you.
I think so, man.
He's probably filing a lawsuit.
I think Burger might have killed Leppo. Did the burger kill Leppo? There's a LARP for you. I think he did. You want to go that way?
I'll see you guys.
All right, I'll see you, Weevil Girl. Bye-bye. Peace.
Thanks, Weevil Girl.
You rock.
We scared Weevil Girl.
I'll see you guys later, too.
See you, Jim.
All right.
Peace, Jim.
I was glad to hang out with everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we scared everybody away with the LARPer talk, but whatever, man. I'll see you guys. I am by myself. I'm by myself. Pow. Wow. What a great show. What a great show. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining me if you're still here. And peace out, man. Peace out. Don't forget to meditate. Don't forget to do it. Don't forget to do it. Thank you to my guests. Weevil Girl, Vinny DiMartini, motherfucker, Jesse Davis. What's up, man? Peace, guys.